Can you bring us up to speed with regards to injuries and as you mentioned Mikey Moore before the Dundee United game, is he close to?
Yeah, Mikey trained with us today, and if there's no reaction, he will be back tomorrow on the squad. I think it's a good news. Duchon, it's not available for the game because of the pitch. You have to be careful, and all the others are still the same.
Do you feel as if Mikey had a kind of difficult start to his loan spell here, but just before he arrived, and certainly under you, he was really showing his potential and what he can bring to the team? Do you think you perhaps missed the creativity from him in the last wee while?
Yeah, I think he showed, especially in the Dundee game, when he scored, which skills he has, especially between the lines. I think that was maybe one of the best games from him. I think I see him more inside instead of just in the wide areas. I think this is good. He gives us this, moments between the lines. He can have good decision making, give and goes, good finishing. Yeah, of course, after injury, you have to bring him back step by step. But still, today in the small side of the game, he showed what he can do, and I think that is a good news for us, especially for the upcoming games.
John Suter, what's the update on him? When do you expect to have him back?
John, yeah, maybe around the Celtic game. Yeah, but this is still 3-4 weeks. Maybe he starts next week on the grass. I think this is a good step forward, and then let's see week by week how quick it goes.
Is there a concern about the number of bodies you're going to have here, especially if Nasser has to go away to the African Cup of Nations, that you're going to have that 3-4 games over the Christmas period when you're not going to have many guys at the back?
Yeah, it's true. I think this we have to manage this. This is important that this Duchon is back. I think it's important that he gets in the next coming games also some minutes before Nasser will leave. For Clinton as well, I think this is now crucial that they are really ready because, especially at the end of the year, we will have the situation.
You've talked about giving guys opportunities. This is a big opportunity for these guys coming up. Yeah,
this is now about when, but it will come, of course. I think Duchon was also in the mind on Wednesday game, but then the game was like it was, and then you have to make another decision. But I think it's good that they are ready, and then we have the game in Europe. Could be also helpful. That's the reason why Duchon is on the list. I think that can help.
So when was the last time you coached a team to play on an artificial surface?
In the academy.
I take it you're not a fan of that?
No, I think I spoke to in the morning with Jack about this pitch a little bit to get the impression. I think this is also important to take the players with you. They know the pitch better than I spoke with some other players. But this is what it is. We have to take it. We have to go there. We have to win the game. And then, what happens in the future, we will see.
Does it change your approach and how you might you taking into account the surface? Do you perhaps change things?
Yeah, I think you have to understand in which areas you can play football and which areas maybe you have to avoid a little bit more. I think this is also crucial. Then as the opponent, they will also try something, but of course when I look to the games and the pictures, then I saw in some moments it's not gross.
Given what you've just said, how limiting is it in terms of what you've been trying to get them to do and what you saw the other night in terms of going forward?
Maybe the rain is tomorrow for us, then we can speed up our game. I think this is also is a different kind of playing there. But a lot of teams before won there and showed that you can do it. Yeah, I think this is also the mindset. Not looking for excuses. Be prepared, make a good game, go there, take the points and go home.
Is it fair to say you're still looking to get the balance right? I mean, against Falkirk, the team struggled to create chances. Against United, they created a lot, but they were susceptible at the back. I mean, you want to get that balance.
Yeah, if you get both performances together, then we have an outstanding game. I think this is the key. This is where we're working for. In the defense, the conceded goal, I think there was not just one mistake, it was 3-4 in a row, what we have to do better. The second conceded goal was the third, fourth phase after the set play. And then we had some transition moments against us where we have to make sure that the rest defense is organized. But the positive thing was really the improvement from the Falkirk game to the Dundee game.
I was just saying to Jaden there, you score a last minute equaliser at Dundee United. In any other club, any other circumstances, people would see that as a positive, but as you walked down the tunnel there were some fans, you know, showing that they weren't happy. Even with the last minute equaliser, they're not happy. Did that tell you something about the demands of this club?
Yeah, the demanding is always high. We want to win this game, and then I think there was a mix. I felt there was a bit of mix between they were happy to take the point, but also they were disappointed not to win this game. And yeah, I took this like this. Was for me the same. I was also happy to take the point, but was unhappy that we couldn't win this game.
What message did you give to the strikers? Obviously, you spoke after the game. They missed a lot of chances, Yusuf in particular. Have you had to lift their confidence this week? Have you had to speak with them at all?
Yeah, I think we had, was not just the strikers, was the wingers. I think was 4 or 5 players. They had big chances and they missed the chances. We spoke about which step we make forward and which steps we have to improve. I think this is on the pitch and off the pitch. I think that was a big message for me. I said this after the game to the staff and to the players, and I said this yesterday as well again, that I see good steps forwards, but there are also some parts what we have to improve, and that means also off the pitch to take something and be focused, be clear in which direction and what we want to do.
Danny, you put Nadeem in at the weekend when it was only a couple of starts Sunday. How impressed were you with the chances he created?
Yeah, he deserved. I think that was as well a big message yesterday to my group. Nadeem was a guy who trained really hard. He was not talking. He was waiting for the opportunity, and then he was there and took the opportunity. I think when I subbed him against Livingston, he helped us make impact. Against Falkirk, he played too often too wide, in not so dangerous areas. And now in this game, he was much more in the half position. I think that helps a lot. That shows me that he was listening. And he gives us, especially in the offensive, calmness on the ball, but also some good decision makings, and it helps to speed up our game and create more and more chances.
You've worked with Gigi Gisama for a while, obviously longer than we've watched him. You've used him on the right a lot. I just wonder, is that a necessity because of your options out there? Do you think he is as dangerous out there? How do you see that?
I think we have at the moment a lot of players, they love to play on the left winger position. It's normal because when you have a right foot you can go with inside and you can finish the action. I think this apart, then when you look the game back, our option B in pressing was to have Gus on the last line when we had an underload with a back four. That was the reason why Gus can do this. He did this as well in the home game against Kilmarnock. He is in this case defense a little bit a hybrid for me in some moments, and it was the reason why I put him in this position. I think he has his strengths on the left side with the inside dribbling, but on the right side he comes also very often in good opportunities and to good chances, and now it's about also to start to score on these moments. But he understands, I explained in this, we have a favorite position, but it's also about what's the best for the team.
Danny, do you, given the points differential, having drawn a couple of games in the last two, do you see these games now as win at all costs in this run to just stay in touch and get to January when you can maybe rebuild things a little bit?
Yeah, I think not just to January. I think January close the gap. Yeah, of course the last two draws opens again a little bit the gap. But if we win tomorrow, will be just 6 points behind because the two opponents or teams ahead of us has to play against each other. Not both can win. And then we have all the games in our hand. It is a long way, but it's not impossible.